This radio show might make you cry, will probably make you angry, will most assuredly make you laugh, and is guaranteed to make you think. 3-6 Nation Radio, where no topic is too hot, no take is too cold, with Monica Livingston and Sean Parker. 3-6 Nation Radio, in 3, 2, 1.
Yo. 3-6 Nation Radio coming at you.
3-6 Nation Television is a little bit off, it looks like.
I know. Lean with me. Rock with me. Lean with me. And we can't see her. Oh, that's better. Okay. Hi, Sean.
Monica, how are you?
I'm good, man.
How was your fourth?
Complain. It was chilled and laid back, just like I wanted it to be.
Very nice.
That's it. We got an echo today. Hello.
That's
hello.
all right.
All right. So we got plenty to do today.
Yes, we do.
We've got two guests, actually, that are going to call in and join us. One was supposed to be here in studio, but last minute couldn't be.
Okay.
We've got Vicki Lucas, who's CEO of local business, Black-owned, woman-owned. It's called She Peppers. I've had the opportunity to taste some of the peppers and sauces, and they are amazing. That's why I'm really bummed that Vicki couldn't be here today, because I was hoping she was going to bring us some samples, and I was going to just drink it out the bottle. I don't know, put it on some potato chips or something. But she promised that next time she'll actually come in studio and at least bring us something. So I'm excited to see what Vicki's up to and just how she's built this company literally from her backyard. And I'm not spoil it, let her tell us about that. And then we have a gold medalist that's going to be on later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ashley Wisenhunt?
Oh, she's one of my favorite players. Well, all of them my favorite players, but Ashley, no, she is extremely talented.
It's a beast.
Arguably the best women's football wide receiver in the world.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you got a gold medal.
And she was named the MVP of the World Championships.
Right. And then you have a national championship with your team. So I think that kind of goes with being best in the world.
That's right.
She's in Miami, so she couldn't be here today. You know, jet setting, doing what she does, partying, and something else. She made up some real good reason she's supposed to be here.
Hopefully training for Diva's comeback.
I'm going to let you ask her that one.
I will ask her that one. And we've also got our regular spots on the show, our 3-6 Nation News, 3-6 Nation Sports, and the return of Make an Intern Laugh.
I'm going to be super funny. I'm going for 3 weeks in a row.
I know.
You got ready.
I got jokes.
Okay.
I got jokes. Hopefully we can get this thing done.
We'll see what you're working with. I went easy on you this time because, you know, I felt bad beating you 2 weeks in a row. So I went light. So I'm going to give you an opportunity.
I'm starting to feel, I've been watching the 30 for 30 on the Celtics and Lakers. I'm starting to feel like the Lakers from the 60s and 70s couldn't beat the Celtics in the finals. So it's like,
That's okay. You know, there's a chance.
Eventually, 1985 is coming for me.
I love the Lakers in 85.
They were great.
My booze just walked in the room. Y'all can't see. Anyway, so we'll get right into that. Let's make sure that we pay some respect to our sponsor,
Absolutely.
Crystal City Sports Pub, and then we'll be right back with news. 3-6 Nation, be right back.
It's Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
And me.
It's 3-6 Nation News, the DMV's #1 source for the hot topics and current news of the day, with Sean Burgundy and Monica Corningstone.
All right, 3-6 Nation News brought to you by the idiocy of life. Our first story. United Airlines is at it again.
You suck.
Okay. United Airlines, of course, you know, they're dragging people off of planes and whatnot. Well, this time, they made a mother hold her child in her lap for the entire flight. Now, we're not talking about a little flight from D.C. to
Right,
New York
right.
or from New York to Boston. This was a flight from Hawaii
Get
to
out.
Boston.
Shut your mouth.
Hawaii to Boston. A Hawaii teacher said she was forced to hold her toddler son in her lap for a 3.5-hour flight because of a mix-up in United Airlines system. Oh, it was actually from Houston to Boston. I
Wow.
apologize, but still,
It's still long.
it was an unsafe, uncomfortable, and unfair. Shirley Yamamuchi told NBC News, "I couldn't believe it was happening to me." Yamamuchi said the seat she purchased for her 27-month-old son was given to a standby passenger. She purchased 2 tickets, almost $1,000 each, for the trip from Hawaii to Boston with a layover in Houston.
Wow.
After waiting more than 5 hours in Houston to board, Yamamuchi said she and her son were exhausted. They finally got on the plane. She sat in her seat. He sat in his when a standby passenger came up and said, "This is my seat." She gave up the seat, figuring that somebody would come along and say, "Oh, you know, we're sorry.
Right.
Let's get you into another seat." Nothing. Absolutely. They said nothing
Nope.
to her.
Nope.
Yamamuchi said she hastily had to place her son, who's 25 pounds and half of her 5'2" frame,
Dang.
on her lap. She said the standby passenger was one of the last people to board the plane. The flight quickly departed after he sat down, and no other flight attendants questioned her about her son. So she's got almost a 3-foot tall child
Right.
that weighs 25 pounds that she has to hold for the entire. Let's imagine this. Go to the grocery store. Everybody, before you go on your next flight, go to the grocery store, get a 20-pound sack of potatoes. Carry it on the flight with you. Hold it in your lap for the entire time. Oh, and before the flight takes off, make sure you put the seatbelt over both of you because
right.
that's what she had to do.
That's insane. First off, that's not safe. It's crazy. And $1,000 a seat. The thing is, though, I know she was scared. Like, if you make a big fuss about it, I'm sure she was worried that if I say anything to anyone, that they'll ask her to leave. You know, it's ridiculous. United's ridiculous.
And the whole reason why that they had that mix-up was because they incorrectly scanned her ticket. She stood there,
Right.
watched them scan both of her tickets, but for some reason, her son's ticket didn't scan properly. Therefore, it looked like he hadn't checked in.
Nah, she's better than me. Nobody would have been flying. I'd have grounded the whole plane. Everybody would just poof until we decided it just wouldn't have worked out. I'd have grounded the whole thing. Ain't nobody going nowhere. I'd have called the police myself. First off, I wouldn't have let that man sit down. I've been like, "Sir, this is my son's seat." I would have showed him the ticket and said, you should
Right,
go
you gotta
work
go.
that. You got to work that out with the people up front. But the fact that he was sitting there, I think, made it difficult. But seems like she was kind of meek. They did it to the right one. They did it to the right
Right.
person because it couldn't be me. What about you, Sean? What would you have done?
No, I would have done the exact same thing and been like, "Excuse me, sir, this is my seat. I have a ticket."
Right.
I would have brought a flight attendant over and said, "Look, I paid $1,000 for this."
Yeah.
It's not like they went on Booking.com and
Right.
got a little, $99 deal.
Yeah.
This was $1,000 seat.
Couldn't have been me.
They had to make some accommodations for me. They would have had to right on the spot.
Right then on the spot. She should be flying for and she's a teacher.
Yes.
You know how long that took her to have $2,000 to fly
Right.
somewhere? Come on, man. They should have just let her fly anyway just because she's a teacher.
So
Teachers don't get paid enough.
So
Man.
So United Airlines, on behalf of Miss Yamamuchi and 3-6 Nation.
You suck!
All right.
Okay, I got some real news.
Your story. Go right
Man,
ahead.
I got real breaking news. I'm talking about some serious stuff. If you are driving right now, pull your car over. I want you to be safe when you hear this news. It's earth-shattering stuff. Guess what?
Here we go.
Blac Chyna went topless, posed in bed with one of the men Rob Kardashian accused her of cheating with. Now, how about that? That's some news right there, people. Black China topless. Surprise? Yeah, no. I don't even understand what the big deal is about this story. They're trying to say that Rob, they're going to get him for revenge porn. Like, come on, revenge porn? She been naked. That's how she makes a living. She shows up to all types of events in, two-piece bathing suits, sometimes just one part of the two-piece bathing suit, thongs and everything else, and now she's shy? Come on, man. Like, what I don't know is, I guess my question to you, Sean, is do you think it's real? Are they really arguing? Or is this a publicity stunt once again to put Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna back in the spotlight?
You know what? I was going to say that I hate to say this, but no, I don't hate to say this because I think this is fact. I think anytime you hear the name Kardashian, I think you have to question the legitimate motivation of whatever the story is, because they are fame seekers. They're fame seekers. We all know outside of the OJ trial, we all know how the name Kardashian got onto the map.
Right.
Thanks a lot, Ray J.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Ray J.
that. But they have been fame seekers, for as long as we've known them.
Yeah.
So I believe that that it's a publicity stunt. I believe that any pictures or anything were leaked.
Okay.
I believe they were leaked. I believe that they have a very astute publicist.
Right.
And at the end of the day, one of them is going to make some money off of this.
Yeah. I mean,
and at the end of the day, that's all they care about.
And Rob is claiming that he spent $250,000 in the last week in jewelry for her and at least $1 million over the last 6 months. He's an idiot. Do you have an idiot button? That's what.
Well, I got
Donald Trump is an idiot.
Okay. Yes, Donald Trump is an idiot, but in this case,
Rob Kardashian is an idiot.
as well.
Right. I mean, come on, man. That's some Olivia Pope type $2 million, you know what, right? I mean,
Right.
Blac Chyna not getting that type of, she can't pull that. But I guess from Rob, she did. $1 million in 6 months. Come on. Anyway, I think it's going to work itself out in their true fashion drama. And it's going to be what it is. And like you said, they're going to make some money off of it because they wouldn't be doing it for any other reason other than to make them coins.
And I mean, I'm sure at some point it will be mentioned on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
I mean, I was flipping the channels last night, as a matter of fact.
Don't try to pretend like you were flipping the channel.
No,
you
honestly,
were watching it, man.
Okay, no. Okay, no.
DVR was set, everybody.
When I was
channel turned to it as soon as you may now move to the next channel, and all of a sudden it started playing. But go ahead, in your world, flipping.
When I was married,
okay.
Yes, I did watch that show. I sat down with my then wife, and we watched Kardashians and all the
housewives, right?
Orange County and Atlanta and whatnot. So yeah, I know about Vicky and all
Ramona
them. Yeah,
and all
Ramona,
those.
I know about all of them.
Hell, right.
But in this instance, I really was flipping the channels, and when I turned the channel, there was Rob Kardashian in an argument with Adrienne Bailon, and he slapped her.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
that's going around. But here's what I don't know. Wasn't that a joke? Weren't they tricking the mom? I don't think he really slapped her because
I don't know. I didn't keep it on there long
they
enough.
were pranking Chris. Like, I don't think Rob is that crazy because it seemed like Khloe would have jumped him.
Because I like Adrian. I was going to reach to the TV and slap him a little bit.
Leave Adrian. Adrian got a man there. You better leave Adrian alone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. But.
What else you got for us?
All right. Okay, this one. I picked the story just because the headline caught my attention. 6'9" tall woman is calling herself the tallest model in the world.
Okay.
Standing at a striking 6'9", Ekaterina Lisinia is on top of the world. The 29-year-old from Penza, Russia, is calling herself the world's tallest model after already being dubbed the tallest woman in the country. I feel really comfortable in my body, Lisinia told Barcroft Media. I like my long legs. I like my long body, everything about it. After retiring from a successful career in basketball, you better be playing basketball.
You better be playing something.
Lisinia.
Basketball's playing her. I mean, like, the basket is right. She had to miss. She'd have to shoot out of the basket. Like,
okay, I'm going to finish reading this, but just to give you a little bit of perspective, Brittany Griner
right.
is 6'8". She's
Okay.
an inch taller than Brittany Griner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. She's tall.
Very tall. After retiring from a successful career in basketball, Lascinia is following her dreams, pursuing a modeling career. She believed her 52-inch legs alone, for which she hopes to achieve a Guinness World Record, will be her greatest asset for her new gig. Now, I know that I give the illusion that I'm tall sitting here, but I am only 56 and a half inches tall, which is 5'6".
I'm so
Her
mad at
legs are 5'2".
you. Dang. Her legs are the exact same height as me.
Oh no, wait a minute, 52 inches. No, I can't.
I'm
add-
5'2"
No,
on a
it's
good
4. No,
day.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's 4'4".
Okay.
48 inches.
Shoo.
Yeah, 4 feet. Yes, but still,
Right.
4 foot 4 inch legs.
Now, here's what I want to know. Who decided she was a model? She decided herself?
Well, I mean, there are a couple of little pictures here. I didn't do my due diligence. I should have sent these.
Yeah, I want to
pictures.
see what she looked like.
But no, I mean, she's
All
not
right.
bad looking.
She
She's all
aight.
right.
Aight.
But she went on to say that she wasn't surprised that she would grow this height because her father's 6'5" and her mother's 6 feet.
Oh, yeah.
So she knew she was going to be over 6 feet tall.
Right.
Her brother is 6'6".
Dang,
But-
she's taller than him.
6'9". That's a lot
That
of woman.
that is.
I can't
What'd you do
handle
with that? What'd you do with that?
I don't know if I could. That's
That's an
I
honest
think
answer.
I think I'd cap it at
you
like
might have fun
6'5".
figuring it out, though.
I think I'd cap it at like
A
6'5".
learning curve. Get yourself a learning curve.
Well, I'd have to get a learning step stool or something.
You certainly will. Well, listen, I'm gonna bring it down. That was you
right.
had two good stories, but
What you got for us?
man, this is kind of sad. There was a wedding in Brazil, and this is actually for people that think that they had a bad day today, or this. Sometimes we need to put things in perspective, and things are all relative.
Is this worse than the headache that I had earlier today?
It's totally worse than the headache you
Oh,
had.
okay. All right.
Dude, this lady was getting married in Brazil. She wanted to surprise her husband by being delivered to the altar in a helicopter. She had the photographer in the plane with her and her brother, because her brother was going to give her away. So the
No, don't
husband
tell me.
is at the altar waiting for his bride to show up, and the helicopter crashes. Right then and there, the photographer was pregnant on board. The pilot, the photographer, obviously the photographer's baby, the bride and her brother all perished in this accident. And so I was sitting there reading, and I was like, good gosh, like, you talk about a bad friggin' day, and that family, the tragedy that they're going through.
That's terrible.
The mother lost instantly, was supposed to be one of the happiest days of her life, seeing her daughter marry the love of her life. They're there, the scenery is gorgeous, and then instantaneously she loses her son and her daughter. So, let's send them some good vibes and some
Absolutely.
prayers. And also, just so everybody remembers, when you think you're having a bad day, there's always someone out there having it worse. So be thankful for what you have, and keep grinding, because good news is out there for you to capture, and everybody doesn't get that opportunity. So seize that. So on that terrible note, we are going to move into our community spotlight when we come back from a break, and we'll get Vicki Lucas on the phone from She Peppers, and she's going to tell us what we should be mixing with and sauteing with.
Sounds
for our
great.
summer dishes. All right, 360 Nation Radio. We'll be right back.
And a sensible choice for our training here today. Please help me in welcoming Miss Monica Livingston.
Woo! Thank you. Oh, put your hands together again for me. What we're really trying to do is bring fun to CPR. She just don't want to be the one to say 89. Right? Our brand really is to bring the same curriculum, have higher retention by bringing fun to it. It was 101, it was close. All that too, you would think he was gonna break the mannequin. That's right, no pulse, you're gonna go directly into what? Compression. So if you can make someone laugh, you can also make them listen. If you can make them listen, then you can teach them, and hence make them learn. It's like this. Y'all can sing if you want. Go ahead and sing.
She's a great instructor. Really has you entertained.
You keep doing compressions. You do not stop. When you're doing hands-only CPR, there is no reason for you to stop except You become too physically tired. Exactly. Right.
Most of these type of courses, you'd rather go on your phone and on Facebook, social media, but she really keeps you engaged and entertained, and you want to learn. So.
Well, I did the wrong group. Everybody's fine in here, right? What do you mean they move? Okay, right.
The instructor is just so involved, and she just loves talking about CPR, and she's really engaging the audience. I think that's what's making it so much fun, and it's interactive. We're all laughing, we're all having a good time, but we're learning about a very important and serious matter. 2, 1, 5, woo!
It makes learning enjoyable outside of just reading a book or watching a video, but having interaction with the speakers.
All right. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah. Good. Oh, shucks. It's time for our community spotlight. I love this music. Where did you find this?
YouTube.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Actually, I think it's like Sky Sport or it's one of the British news programs.
Okay. Well, we have with us today, I think she's CEO. I'm sure she'll tell us, from She Peppers. And She Peppers is a minority-owned business, small business. And, you know, one of the things that, like we always say, Sean and I wanted to do is give people a platform to discuss their business, the businesses that they're doing, and the nonprofit work and things that they're doing in the community. We're just simply an extension of what is happening in the community. And I think we have Vicki Lucas from She Peppers
really
on the
excited.
phone.
Yes, you do. Hi, how you guys
Hi,
doing?
Vicki. How are you?
What's going on, Vic?
I'm doing well.
How you living?
I'm living well, living day to day though, grinding.
Well, I know that's right. Well,
Looks
listen.
like she's also living spicy
yeah.
according to this website right here.
So we've got your website up, and we're taking a look at it. I was telling Sean that, I was hoping that you were going to be able to do this in studio, but then, we had a conflict with guests. But you're still going to have to come in, because I was hoping when you came in studio, you were going to bring some of these sauces and spices, and, we were going to be able to taste test some of this stuff. So we still have to get that done.
Oh, yeah. I do that because, once we do bring in our products, just the smell alone of it is going to make you hungry. So.
I love that. So listen, Vic, tell us a little bit about She Peppers. I remember when it was a thought in your mind and you just started it. And so walk us through why it began, where you are now, and just, tell the people about She Peppers.
Okay, well, basically, She Peppers is a collaboration between myself and my business partner, Stephanie Freeman. What happened was we both started off as gardeners. We just loved to garden. And we were growing a whole bunch of herbs and vegetables and peppers, basically. And we started making hot sauces individually. Then one day we saw that we both were doing it. And we were like, hey, let's do a collaboration and, let's make this a business. And so that's actually how She Peppers started. And that was 3 years ago now.
Has it been 3 years?
It's been 3 years. Well, actually, it'll be 3 years come October 1st, so you might as well call that 3 years.
Well, congratulations. That is awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Hey.
Yeah. And every year we've grown. At first we were very small. Now, we're getting a little bit bigger. Our name is getting out there a little bit more. So, yeah.
So, Vicki, what is the toughest part about making a spicy sauce? Because I watch the Food Network all the time, and I watch all those programs, Food Factory and everything, about how stuff gets made, how it gets manufactured. So what goes into making a good hot sauce?
Well, what goes into making a good hot sauce is basically start off with good ingredients. And like I said, since we grow our peppers, we know where our peppers and our herbs are coming from, so we can make our sauces just as spicy as we want or just a lot of flavor. So what makes a good sauce is just a bunch of love.
So what's the spiciest sauce, the hottest sauce that you have?
Oh, that one is the one called YOLO, so you only live once. that one has in there is a pepper called Carolina Reaper pepper, which right now has the world record for the hottest pepper out there. So.
And if you go to the website shepeppers.com, there are all of the bottles of peppers that are on of the hot sauces that are that are shown on the website, and YOLO is the one on the far left, and that thing looks dark.
It does.
It just looks mean.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to hurt going coming in and maybe out too. I mean, it just looks dangerous to me, but I'm gonna still try it though. I'm gonna still try. Listen, Vic, so talk to me about the process in terms of just some of the challenges that you guys have had in terms of starting a small business, especially where you have to manufacture, distribute, cook it. I mean, like it seems like it would be really time consuming. So how, what decisions did you have to make, and what were some of those challenges?
Okay, yes, because we're involved with the process from the cradle to the grave, meaning from out of the dirt to the inside the bottle into your stomach.
Wow.
Some of the challenges that we have to face, basically funding. Like I said, we started off with a very small business. It's, right now, 2 full-time employees, meaning myself and Stephanie, my business partner. Just getting money to put back into the business, to get more product, to get more bottles, to get to festivals for the registration fees, to get the licensing, to get the kitchen. And hopefully we get more money, so therefore we can get to a brick and mortar. We're actually trying to get our own shop now.
Wow. Okay. Now you're doing this full time now, Vic?
You might as well call it full time. I do my full time job from 9 to 5, and then from 5 to basically midnight, I'm doing She Pepper work, and all weekend, every Saturday and Sunday, I'm doing that. So yeah, it's full time. I do it 40 hours plus for this as well.
Whoa. That's a that's a whole lot of work there.
That really is.
That's why I haven't seen you lately.
That is true. It's called a labor of love, I mean, you do it because you love it.
So how can people get their hands on She Pepper's products?
Easy. Well, as you see, we're online at www.shepeppers.com. You can order that way. We're on, Etsy. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. You can send us a message. We're in stores. We're in Whole Foods Market and Pentagon City Mall. We're at the Cookery, which is in Shirlington and Georgetown. And we're in the local market. That's in Falls Church. And we got a couple of our bottles also at the Annie's Ace Hardware over in Brookland, D.C.
Wow.
Also, we're all over the place. Also, we're in farmers markets. Tuesdays we're at Crystal City Farmers Market. Thursdays we're at Boston Farmers Markets. Fridays we're at Capitol Harvest on the Plaza, which is in by Freedom Plaza in D.C. Saturdays we're at Silver Spring Farmers Market. Sundays we're at Eastern Market and Mosaic Farmers Market, which is in Fairfax.
Okay, wow. You guys are everywhere. Let me ask you this, Vic. Yeah. People say if you can stay in business for 3 years, right? That is like the target, and that it should work out. Are you guys seeing, without getting too much in your business, is it profitable? Are you seeing at least some success at this 3-year mark?
Yes, but most businesses, the 5-year mark is the make or break. But right now at the 3-year mark, we have already. The first year was, that was the lean year, of course. The second year did a little bit better. Right now, we're actually doing better. This is halfway the year. We're actually at the point where we were at 3/4 of a year last year. So shucks. we're ahead of sales.
Oh shucks, my friend doing it. Let me borrow $5. Give me some money.
So, like I said, we're growing. The word is getting out there about us.
And so where do you see it? I mean, like, where will you be happy? What's the end goal here? Every grocery store, every restaurant, stores that can be franchised? Like when you sit and snap your fingers and think, this is the She Pepper dream, you could lay it out any way you want. What's it look like?
Well, we would like to be kind of like across the street. We'd like to have our own, like I said, our brick and mortar, have our spices in our store that we sell our products and get our profit off of that as well, but also to be able to be, for lack of better words of throwing his name out there because our sauce is better than it, to be like a Tabasco.
Okay.
To be everywhere,
Household,
to get that big,
Right. And tell me, what's the name She Peppers? Why'd you guys pick that?
Well, basically because, like I said, we started off growing a bunch of peppers. And, of course, we're both females, so She Peppers.
All right, I ain't mad at you.
Hey, sometimes simplicity is the best thing. You know,
I know.
Don't overthink it.
It kind of it
Yeah,
falls off
and
your
you see the
tongue.
little
It
pepper
does.
in the logo, right?
Yeah, no, I love
Absolutely.
it. I love it. I love it. It's easy to say. It's easy to remember. I think it,
Yeah.
it distinguishes you guys. Even the logo does, but it has like Sean said, it has that simplicity factor to it as well. The bottles are colorful. I think you guys have done an amazing job. I'm proud to call you a friend, and we're gonna let you get back to making peppers, but you will be bringing us some of them peppers in here at some point soon, because I need to taste. I've only tasted I think 3 of them, and that was a long time ago. So
Right.
I'll get up with
But-
you.
Yeah,
But I don't know if you noticed, but we've expanded from just hot sauces. We now do spice blends, gourmet salts, infused honey, do everything. If you need to flavor your food, that's what we do.
I'd love
That
it.
is wonderful. So go out, make sure you check out She Peppers, shepeppers.com. Hit some of these hot sauces. Look at some of the names, just Addiction, Banshee, Kick in the Butt, Slow Walk Sriracha. I don't know if I want to mess with that one.
What about Mambo hot sauce?
Mambo Hot
Oh,
Sauce?
of
DC,
course, we're from
baby.
the area. You have to have a
Respect.
mumbo.
So, yeah,
That's right.
Absolutely. So, Vicky Lucas, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you
Once
for
again,
having
that's shepeppers.com. Go get
Yes.
those hot sauces.
Thanks, Vic. Take
And
care
next
now.
time I'll bring some for you guys.
All right, thank you. Take
All
care,
right.
Vic. Tell Greg I said hi.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
That was Vicky Lucas of She Peppers, and I'm
hungry.
I'm not a huge hot sauce person, but that makes me want to try a few of those. And
Yeah. She just made me really hungry. I wish I had some right now, but that's okay.
that you know what we
that'll
should-
be the next line. I'm gonna
There
tell
you go.
Vicky that.
You know what?
They can
Hey, you know what? Maybe we should do the He
little
Peppers
side
and
business.
Right.
Maybe
little garden over here somewhere.
he peppers, she peppers,
Yeah.
he peppers, they peppers. Okay?
Everybody
Right,
peppers.
Everybody
Julius
peppers.
Peppers. Let me see.
That's right. That's what I said. Well, yeah, peppers for everybody. Peppers.
All right.
Trans
You know
peppers.
what?
This
I
is
think
it is time for
I think it's
another
time
break.
for I think it's time for some 3-6 Nation sports.
Go
How
ahead,
about we
hit it.
roll into it.
Hit it.
Let's do it.
3-6 Nation Sports in a Minute.
Washington Wizards restricted free agent forward Otto Porter signed a 4-year, $106 million offer sheet with the Brooklyn Nets. Once the offer sheet is officially filed, the Wizards will have 48 hours to match it, which they are expected to do. Porter joins John Wall and Bradley Beal as Washington's Big Three. To the NHL, where Connor McDavid has signed an 8-year, $100 million extension with the Edmonton Oilers. The 20-year-old Hart and Art Ross Trophy winner's salary cap hit will be $12.5 million, the highest cap hit in NHL history. Reportedly, $86 million of McDavid's extension will be in the form of signing bonuses. And finally, we're used to Major League sluggers hitting tape measure home runs, but a pitcher? Colorado Rockies pitcher John Gray did just that, hitting a 467-foot 2-run bomb, helping the Rockies to a 5-3 win over the Cincinnati Reds. That's 3-6 Nation Sports in a Minute. I'm SWP.
I love it. That's so hot. You sound so professional when you do that. That right there is right. I mean, the music behind you and everything.
But, yeah, I
that's
mean-
my boy. That's my boy. Right.
But you know, this was about money. I mean, Otto Porter gonna get $100 million. Connor McDavid getting $100 million. Can we get 10 grand?
I was trying to get $5 from Vicky.
I know that's
Okay,
right.
right. Or a free bottle of hot sauce at least, right? I'm like, lose it all the way around
We
today.
should have asked her to be a sponsor.
We
Hook
should
that
have.
up.
We should. I'm working on.
I know, I'm working on a few things, too,
That's
so.
why I wanted to see if she was profitable first. Ain't no point in asking for some money if she don't have none.
Yeah, true that.
Speaking of sports, listen, we are going to be joined by a gold medalist when we return from break. We're going to be joined by Ashley Wizenot. And so let's get Crystal City commercial. And then we're actually going to, when we come back in, we've got some clips of Ashley Wizenot. So
Yeah.
people that are watching us, not just listening, will be able to see her in action. And then I'm going to get her on the phone and we'll talk to her about what it feels like to have a gold medal.
I mean, she's the truth.
She is. We'll be right back.
Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
All right, so we are going to be joined here by Ashley Wizenot. I'm getting Ashley on the phone now.
And you know what?
Yellow.
I feel like
Ash,
she's
you
here.
there?
Yep, I'm here.
You right on time. You're live, so don't say nothing crazy. Everybody can hear you already.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ashley, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
So I was telling the people, you are a gold medalist. Like, I mean, that makes you a severe bona fide superstar.
Whatever you want to call me, that's fine.
So listen, talk to me about the gold medal game. Talk to me about how it was competing in Canada with all the different teams, and especially since now we're seeing women's football with other countries other than just here in the U.S. and its popularity in the competition. Just speak to a little bit of your experience there and how fun it was, or what some challenges were.
It was an eye-opening experience because who knew that other countries played football in general? So I didn't know that they play football, in Mexico and Finland and Australia and other places like that. So that was an eye-opening experience, and I appreciated it. It was kind of a wow, they do that there as well, and they're just as competitive as we are here. So I heard things in the other championships and other games before how U.S. kind of dominated it. Well, this year it wasn't so much of a domination. It's more so just, everybody playing football. Everybody has grown and gotten better. It was, real competition, and it was fun. Everybody was excited about football, and to know that, football is usually, a United States-driven sport. So in other countries, you don't expect that. But they were just as much as passionate as we were about football and happy to be around the sport and stuff like that. So that was amazing to see. And I just had a lot of fun. I don't know if there were many challenges. I think that everybody just appreciated being there. All the coaches on other teams, all the...
Uh-oh. We lost Ashley. We'll get her back. My computer went dead. I mean, I need some assistance here. Here we go again. This bum show.
We will definitely get her back. But let me ask you a question that I was going to ask her, because you are a former DC Diva and played football. What was the what reaction do you get from people when you were actively playing and you told them that you were professional football player? What did they say?
Well, year one, they were shocked, surprise, disbelief. Probably didn't believe it. They never had heard of us. Year 5, it was better. And I think we've done a really good job in this area of letting people know the DC Divas exist, and I've watched that transformation. But in the beginning, it was, oh, go ahead, never mind. And then it was, okay, so you're women and you play football, but it's not really football. And so I would always tell people, we got Ashley coming back, I would always tell people, to come and see us. And once they came and see us, and they saw a game, they kept coming and kept coming. And especially when you have someone like Ashley, who's back with us right now on the phone, she single-handedly can sell tickets. You there,
That's
Ash?
right. And
yeah, I'm here. Sorry, obviously I don't have any service where I am. I'm gonna move to a better location.
Where are you? On the beach?
I am in a hotel room. I'm on the Wi-Fi though, so maybe I should disconnect to that.
No, we
well, don't do anything right now, because we still got you.
Yeah, you sound
okay. I'm back. I'm back in action.
You sound wonderful.
So Ashley, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Monica while you were coming back. What is the reaction that you get from people when you tell them that you are a professional football player? Because people are used to the big burly men out there playing football. But what are the reactions that you get from people? Ashley?
I have no service in here.
We can hear you.
We can hear you mumbling.
Oh, okay. So it honestly depends on who I'm talking to.
unfortunately, a lot of males don't believe me when I say, hey, I play professional football.
Right.
You know, women do this as well. A lot of women are just surprised and more of an accepting, happy type of expression. But a lot of males are like, no way, let me see. And then once I show them, you know, clips of us, highlight types and stuff like that, and then they're like, wow, you know, that's amazing. I didn't know women could play that sport. I didn't know they can play it on a professional level. So it's kind of a surprise at first, and then obviously it's that initial respect, like, you know what, you know, pound it, and everybody's like excited about it and stuff like that.
Now, Ashley, I'm gonna put you on the spot here because I was talking to Monica before we went on the air, and she was like, I dare you to ask her. But you know, last year we know that you played for the DC Divas for a number of years, and you sat out last year. Could we possibly see a return to Ashley Wisenot in the Divas Burgundy and Gold next year?
Absolutely not. That was it for me.
Why did I
actually, I had retired prior to the USA national team, and a couple of my teammates and some people not even on my team was like, hey, you should try out for the team. I'm like, no way, I'm done with this. And obviously I gave it a whirl, and honestly, one of the best experiences I've ever had, but I never even considered, you know, returning to the DC Divas. Not that I don't love the DC Divas, because I love them, but my body says no.
Right.
For football for the rest of my life. You know, I might play a little flag here and there, but you know, I'm done. I feel like I've accomplished, you know, the things that I wanted to accomplish in the sport, and now even more so. You know, gold medalist, playing for my country, things like that. 2 back-to-back championships. I love my quarterback, Allison Hamlin, and I'll always be my quarterback forever. So she's not there, I probably won't be there either. And that's it. That's it for me.
You know, but you notice how she left out the MVP of the World Championships, which we know that you were, and congratulations on that. But we are so glad that you put the pads on for the USA and help lead them to another gold medal.
Thank you for bringing that home, Ash. It was a pleasure to see you play just one more time, and especially, you know, in those colors. And it was a great game. I was watching it. Stream kept going in and out, so it was even more dramatic, believe it or not. I was like, no, wait. But then we got to the point where, you know, it was pretty comfortable. We ran away with it. I have one last question for you, and this is kind of really important. When the streaker came onto the field, were you in front? Did you have a frontal view or a rear view? And how would you rate either on a scale of 1 to 5?
I'm done with Monica.
So basically, he ran probably within 5 feet next to me, and I didn't know what was going on. I seen the referees, you know, waving their hands, stop the play. I'm like, oh, good, mercy rule. The game is over. We can end the game. But obviously, that's not what happened. And I turned around, and bam, right in my face was, you know, just a nice little show, and he seemed so happy to be out there, and I appreciate his enthusiasm. It was great, but I would have rather not have seen that. I could have done without that.
Oh,
you know,
come
honestly.
on! You know, naked people always running towards you, girl. Go ahead.
I mean, I would say I could be so lucky, but not in that situation. I wasn't that lucky. So,
and in everything, as we're also seeing some of your highlights and some of the footage from you as a firefighter, I just want to give you a shout out and honor you also for being a first responder. You know, hats off. That is an unsung job. So just thank you for everything that you do to help us be safe.
Oh, no problem. I never know what to say to that comment. So I say you're welcome, because, you know, it's something that I love to do, and obviously it's my career, and, you know, this is what I do.
Well, it is appreciated. I think, you know, Ashley has a heart of service. Before this, she was working in special education, and that's a service also. And now, you know, it is a big deal. I don't, you know, most of the time when buildings are on fire, people run out of them and you run into them. And so I think, I wanted to say thank you. I appreciate you being crazy enough to do that.
Yeah, that's basically what it means. I'm just crazy. That's it.
You know, I already know. All right, Ash, we're going to let you go. Listen, enjoy the beach. Say hi to Miami for Sean and I. We're here stuck in this humidity in DC, and I'll see you when you get back in town.
I will be down there.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Take care now.
Bye, Ashley.
All right.
All righty.
Yeah,
player,
I will
man.
be down there in September. So
What you going
know,
to Miami for?
just to chill.
Oh,
I need a little vacation. I deserve a couple of days.
You better come back. When you going? Monday to Wednesday?
No.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, it's Tuesday to Saturday.
All right, I'm being
sorry.
here like I did you. I guess I'm
Yeah.
being here by myself.
I'll call
make it
in,
through.
though.
Please
I'll
do.
call in.
Maybe FaceTime me
From-
so I can really see what you up to. Keep my eye on you.
I'm just gonna be chill and on the beach and just relaxing, a little sun.
All right,
That's
well,
all.
listen, we're getting close on time. We're going to go to a commercial here, and then Sean and I are going to discuss what we're going to do. We'll maybe do make an intern laugh,
Yes.
or we can try out my prank phone call. Maybe we'll do both. We'll see. We'll be right back, 36 Nation Radio. We'll be right back, 36
It's
Nation
Sean
Radio.
Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
All right, we're going to try a new segment here, Sean. I have not prepared for this.
Okay.
I'm going to try a prank phone call.
Ooh.
A live prank phone call. I don't know if this is going to work, but here's my thought. I'm going to call a nail salon. Looks like I looked up one here in D.C.
Oh, Lord.
It's called Mimosas. And maybe you can drink while you get your nails done. I'm going to find out. Let's see here. All right, I'm calling. Jacob, will they be able to hear? They should be able to. Okay.
All right, let's see if this is going to work.
See if I can change my voice some. like they know it's me. I mean, they don't know it's me.
Unless they watch the show.
It's ringing. And ringing.
Good afternoon, Mimosa Sunshine.
Yeah, hi. This is the nail salon.
Yes,
Hello?
it is.
Why y'all call mimosas?
What was the question?
Is it called mimosas?
Yes,
And why you call mimosas?
we like the name.
Oh, so you don't get to drink mimosas while you get your toes done?
We do provide refreshment.
Oh, okay, I appreciate that. How much does it cost?
It's included with the service.
No. How much is a pedicure?
The regular package is $25 starting.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Is it any way it could be a little cheaper? On one foot, I only have 3 toes, and on the other foot, I got 4. So is it per toe?
No, it's
Is
still
it-
the same price, $25.
Well, do you have somebody
it doesn't matter.
Or are they going to be
It's
scared?
a foot is a foot, not the toe.
Well, that's what I tell everybody, but I just want. Sometimes I go to places and they discriminate. And I want to make sure that my toes weren't going to freak anybody out. So it's not per toe.
No, we don't discriminate any foot that's coming there.
All
Don't
right.
worry about it.
So
You know,
I can
it's not a
get
big deal.
I can get my 7 toes done and get a drink for $26. Shit,
$25.
I'm on my way. All right, well,
Well,
thank you.
we just want to make sure it's not intent for being wasted on the drink. You know, we want you to enjoy the refreshment while you're being served.
I'm just so happy because you don't know what I go through. Everything is hard. Flip-flops are difficult to wear, certain shoes, heels, but y'all are nice. Okay, thank you so very much.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care now.
Thank you.
Mimosas. Oh, shucks. I don't know if I'm off
Are wrong.
or what. It wasn't bad. First prank phone call of 36 Nation
That
Radio.
was all right.
Hey.
Per toe, I lost it.
Who knew, man? Sometimes, I have Tourette's and it just like comes out. So anyway, I know I should have made an appointment. We should have actually put the show on the road.
Oh my God, that
went
would have been
over there. Be like, I'm here with my seven toes.
That would have been pretty funny.
Right? And where did that voice come from all of a sudden?
You said you were trying to come up with the voice, so hey.
That sounded fake. Like, who talks like that? 7 toes, please. What color nail polish should I get for 7 toes? Right?
You know what?
Red, white, and just red again. Jacob, please take us to a commercial so we get ourselves together. We'll be right back.
And a sensible choice for our training here today. Please help me in welcoming Miss Monica Livingston.
Woo! Thank you. Oh, put your hands together again for me. You know, what we're really trying to do is bring fun to CPR. She just don't want to be the one to say 89. Right? Our brand really is to bring the same curriculum, have higher retention by bringing fun to it. It was 101, it was close. All that too, you would think he was gonna break the mannequin. That's right, no pulse, you're gonna go directly into what? Compression. So if you can make someone laugh, you can also make them listen. If you can make them listen, then you can teach them and hence make them learn. It's like this. Y'all can sing if you want. Go ahead and sing.
She's a great instructor. Really has you entertained.
You keep doing compressions. You do not stop. When you're doing hands-only CPR, there is no reason for you to stop except you become too physically tired. Thank you, Zach.
Most of these type of courses, you'd rather go on your phone and on Facebook, social media, but she really keeps you engaged and entertained, and you want to learn. So.
Well, this is the wrong group. Everybody's fine in here, right? What do you mean they move? Okay, right.
The instructor is just so involved, and she just loves talking about CPR, and she's really engaging the audience. I think that's what's making it so much fun. And it's interactive. We're all laughing. We're all having a good time. But we're learning about a very important and serious matter. 2, 1, time. Woo!
It makes learning enjoyable outside of just reading a book or watching a video, but having interaction with the speakers.
All right. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah. Good.
And a sensible choice for our training here today. Please help me in welcoming Miss Monica Livingston.
Woo! Thank you. Oh, put your hands together again for me. You know, what we're really trying to do
Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year,